PLEV is very simple. It's a load profile that we are actually applying to pumps. And what we're doing is we're teaching engineers about this. Gone are the days of selecting a pump at your best efficiency point. You still need to keep that in mind, but quite frankly, we're rarely ever there. And when we look at this equation is actually based off of IPLV for chillers. So we've taken this that's been vetted, and it's in ASHRAE and ARI, and we're actually using that and applying the exact same equation to pumps. And within our selection software, you can go in as an engineer, type in your flow and head, it'll spit out your best efficiency point, it'll also spit out the PLEV for that pump. It's a new way of looking at your system as a building. Most engineers they always just picked the pump and threw it in there as the next effort or the next selection portion when they did it. Nowadays, because of 90.1 and what's being driven that way, especially with DOE influences, we think that there's actually what makes sense for these engineers. And when we talk with the customers, everyone nods their head. They love it, and they seem to make sense for when they're doing it. So we actually ask them one question when they do this is, okay, do you have a load profile that you're going to use when you design your building? And the answer is yes, great, use it. Don't use PLEV. But if it's no, what are you going to use? And we suggest PLEV. As a designer, everyone's looking at what they can do to save energy. So when they're looking at all this energy savings, they're looking at every component they possibly can. Using PLEV gives these designers a way to make a pump selection with some basic knowledge of that load profile, and should be able to save those savings and send those on to the owner as well, and at least justify the case. When you look at the PLEV formula or the IPLV formula, they're the exact same, it says that you're only at 100% load of that building, design-wise, 1% of the entire year. So at 75 and 50, you're there respectively 42 and 45%. So majority of the time, you're at 75 to 50% of the load. Now, if an engineer decides to do a design for that condo and knows his load profile, use it. It's going to be more accurate because it's going to take in the direction of that building, what it's facing, and whatnot. But if he's doing a simple design, or if he's doing a design in general that he needs to get a quick selection and get an idea of where it's actually operating, PLEV is going to be the answer for him.